here it is. This thing is mean looking. Oh, I love the way this thing looks. I want to get a good look at it right now. It's got a bit of blue on it too. You got Nissan, you got the red on it. The black, the back wheels are black and the front ones aren't. Are the rims chrome at the front? I feel like some amazing livery work could be done with this thing. And I'm not sure what's going on the back there. I'm not really a car guy, as per se, so I'm not really sure what's actually happening at the back. Has the bumper been taken off? Is that what's happened? And the massive spoiler looks sick, by the way. Kudos to Nissan for allowing the Crew 2 to do something like that. But yes, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm doing another Summit video. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Mostly because they are a lot of effort. I believe it was actually a full update ago. The last thing I did a Summit video on was, I think, the green Flash. I'm pretty sure. Let's empty my mailbox first. Okay, the HQ mailbox is empty. I don't actually know what parts or anything we're getting. Multicolor, I think I have that already. What do we get? 175,000. Sure, for a vanity I already own and probably bought. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. We've not got a lot. Here is some interesting stuff. This event right here is New York, and this event right here is an event that I got into this summit. We will get to that next week. But today, we're going to be playing this, which looks like an interesting summit. Let's go to the speed trap first, I suppose. And I'm going to be trying to help you do this summit as well. I guess I'll show all the stuff that I'm going to be using and whatnot. I'm not going to be using the Thunder Wave, I'll tell you that much. What escape, what thing is this? I don't think I've ever had this one before, actually. Here we go, we're in a drag Corvette, obviously, with these parts on it. A lot of nitro boost. I don't know if we've ever had a boosted drag. We definitely should at some point. But here we go. Let's get this up to speed. Get the burnout done, and there goes all of them. Okay, you know what? I probably could have gone a little bit earlier just to snag off some slipstream, but you know what? I'm doing this solo because the viewers will probably be doing this solo. Don't worry. I don't think you don't have any friends. I'm just saying none of your friends like the Crew 2. On to the next thing. Haha. Manhattan Slalom. Wasn't this in a summit, like, very recently? Well, I already know what I'm going to go with. Here we go. I'm getting a bit of a run up, going all the way back here. I'm the Hummer HX with skilled set. I've got, well, I mean, I've got a guide on skills. So if you really want that, I will try and remember to put that in the description. I've got a guide on skills, and you can watch that, and that gives you all of the knowledge you need to know about skills, what cars to use, what parts to use, what ways to go in different skills. Trust me, it's one of the best guides I've ever put together, but unfortunately it's just on a less, you know, important aspect of the game. So it hasn't done as well. So yeah, you know, there you go. Exclamation mark. No, I'm talking like I'm in chat. No. Check that out. I'll maybe put it in the description. Here we go. Next thing. I'm assuming this thing has parts on it. I don't think I'd ever take them off. Oh, it's this one. Okay, I remember this one. You just go into the water straight away. And by the way, if you go upside down, you get more. You see how that says 3.5? If you go the right way up, you can't get that. Can I go underneath this? No. I can't. Okay. We got this. Okay. And okay, there we are. And I guess we gotta go above the bridge as far as I remember. Oh! There was more bridge! Why was there more bridge? Okay, how do we... What? Okay, I know what to do though. I know what to do. We go around here, over the water, and then I just gotta go slightly. Oh, 3.6. I didn't even know you could do that. We gotta go slightly to one side. There you go. And now we kept a lot of the points. Haha. This took way too long. I could have done this very much more simpler by just going the right way up, honestly. Or not trying to go over some bridges. There we go. Now this one's an easy bridge to go under. Go! 3.6. Come on. Oh, that was good. 42,000 points. Jeez. 157k. Where does that actually put us? World leaderboards. 85th. Sure. Okay, on to the first race, which is just drag, no restriction. So obviously we're going to be using that Corvette that I built earlier. Well, not built. But you know, the one that you saw. The build of the Corvette that you saw earlier. This is very dark. Okay. Here we go. Wow. This is extremely dark. This must be a mood, right? The game's not normally this dark. Isn't that what people ask for? Don't people beg for darker nighttime? Or was it brighter lights? Or was it brighter nighttime? I honestly couldn't tell you. Now, obviously, slipstream helps a lot here. And that's what you'd want. Yeah, okay, yeah, I was trying to not have to turn, because if I turned a little bit, I would have slowed down and whatnot. Okay, we'll try that again. We got 2 more runs. Okay, 2 more runs. There we go. And I'm gonna move right a bit here. I shouldn't have geared up that early, but not that bad. We can do slightly quicker, and that's why we have 1 extra run. There we go. A bit to the right. Remember to gear up. There we go. Okay, this should be the run. I'm going for at least sub 9 seconds. Which we did. Okay. 8.7, and that puts us at 124k, which is decent. Next race. Now, of course, still don't know why, but the Grutu still keep putting agency events in the summit. So here we are doing another one. I've obviously chosen the Gallardo. I'm using a boosted Nitrochem set, which I don't think was originally a boosted Nitrochem set. Okay. Originally, I believe this was like a Nitro and Bucks set, but I ended up converting it to a boosted Nitrochem set because that was the thing to do. We hadn't had a... Now, this is where you're supposed to, like, drift? I mean, I guess I could try. It wouldn't really work. I'm not really using the right pro settings. We got, you know, we never had a boosted Nitrochem set before. So you just turned the pure into pure and refill. I don't even remember when I'm supposed to leave here is the issue. And I'm also kind of just like handbrake turning in circles at the moment, really. 2 minutes 20. I'm just going to go now. I'm just going to start going. We're going to speed through all of this, hoping that 2 minutes 20 is actually the amount of time that I can make the end in. We are in a Gallardo, so hey, we can be quick. I've got this, boys. Oh, God. Jesus, this thing is speedy. I mean, honestly, agency events, if they didn't have so much green screen and everything, you know, all the green screen and the marked cars and everything, it'd actually be a pretty cool game mode. Like, honestly, it would be a very cool game mode if it didn't have any of this stuff, you know? So it actually felt like you were doing all of this stuff. But, you know, this is what Motorflix was back then. Thankfully, they've ditched it. If they did the agency now, I can imagine it wouldn't be this. You know, it wouldn't be green screens and everything. It would actually be, you know, the real stuff. Oh, what am I going to hit? Okay, nothing. Good. How close are we? 62%. We got a minute still. Seems all right. I mean, we should be able to do this. Okay, where are we heading now? And here we go. Okay, 30 seconds still. You know, we could have gone a bit later. We could have probably gone at, like, at 2 minutes. But you know what? Not that bad. There you go. Okay, a street race in the... Oh, Harlem West. Harlem West is Skyline. Not too bad. I assume it's going to be very dark. Was it dark in that last race? It wasn't as dark as it was in the... Huh. I've got my thing Fast and Furious up. I still haven't... I need to do another episode of recreating Fast and Furious cars. I just did this one and then just stopped the first Fast and Furious. Those 2 videos did well as well, so I'm assuming people are waiting for Too Fast, Too Furious. I need to, I need to get around to doing that. This thing is very cool, though. I don't know. I don't want to change this thing. Too Fast, Too Furious is, the one with the... like, the iconic Paul Walker skyline, right? I kind of like this thing, you know? The Eclipse is nice, the Paul Walker Eclipse, but this thing's also very nice. I also really like this thing, you know? And it's not even that bad of a car, okay. This thing's decent. Not bad, okay. I mean, obviously, the fact I know Harlem West inside out definitely helps as well, because it's the best race for money. It's the best race for money in the game, so that does actually mean I know what I'm doing a lot more. Okay, so the gameplay will have been muted then, because I was listening to a podcast. But what did I just do? You saw that, right? Like you saw that, right? Like you definitely saw what happened there, yeah? You saw what went on there. I went off a jump, bounced off a building, and landed on the road. And continued. You saw that. That was nuts. That was nuts. Onto the forced vehicle, I guess. That was nuts. Here we go. Now, this looks like a night shift. I don't know what they've changed here. Go. It feels maybe dark. What? Did the weather just change? swear we're in a different weather now. Okay, this thing could turn. It would be nice. Now, I'm curious what comes of this thing. Because not every summit car is exactly like its normal counterpart. I'm going to have to take that. It's like exactly like its normal counterpart. But that was definitely so much slower. The issue with the stock 300ZX is it has no power. Like, it severely lacks in power. This one at least has a bigger wide body, which is nice. Which means hopefully it'll handle a little bit better. But I don't know. I'm feeling the low power as well. Okay, that was good. Almost didn't hit that right. I'm definitely feeling the lower power. I don't know what it is. They just seem to have not given this thing the best old stats, really. It's still going to be a cool summit car to use, and I'm going to use it in PvP. You know, there's Slipstream. But the thing is, even with Slipstream in PvP, I find myself instantaneously being far behind because of its complete and utter power deficit. Is that the right word to use there? It's complete and utter lack of power. This thing just sucks in a straight line. And it's kind of okay around turns and everything right now that I'm feeling it. It's a bit sluggish, but I think that's more the power than the turning. And that's something we'll, I guess, feel once we get around to putting this thing, you know, getting parts on it and everything. That will be next week, yeah. And next week is my final staying up all night to film a story video as well, because it's the last story vehicle. It's the last car that we get from stories, and it's pretty packed week because I've got to make a video on this thing, the car from the stories, the Reddit that I always do, and then the story guide as well. So you'll probably see this thing on Thursday. You're kidding. I just got uppercutted by a wall. Here we go. I'm not taking the... Okay! Whoa. I'm not taking the jumps, but I did manage to get another decent run in, and we managed to not get uppercutted by a wall on the second lap. So we just got to finish this now, take the jumps, get it done with. This thing's not the worst. It definitely goes a bit wide for my liking. It's not exactly a Gallardo. You know what? Maybe with pro settings, with good parts on it, this thing is actually probably just going to be a decent car. And I'll take that, you know, I'll take that. See, look at that, you know, it's not that bad. And it's very Need for Speed-esque. The vibe of this car, very Need for Speed-esque. I don't know if that's Unite or if that's just a normal Need for Speed. I know that people want me to play Need for Speed, and maybe I will, or maybe I'll do a video on CarX Drift, or maybe I'll do a video on... I'm definitely going to be doing a video on TDU Solo Crown. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. If you want to see a video on any of those, let me know, I guess. Okay. There we go. One of the better summit cars in my opinion, but I wonder if they're kind of... if they've ruined the vibe of the summit cars because of story cars. So there was so many story cars that it's at the point where, like, anything is just an edition vehicle now. So I don't know if that just kind of ruins its vibe, you know? Like, those ones are free. This one isn't gonna be free. You know, if this was just a summit car on its own in a normal season, it would be very sick. But I feel like because it's in this season, where it's got all of the story cars that are all unique edition vehicles, it just feels kind of iffy. I was 25th! Oh! Okay, 25th. Not that bad. Now, I'm putting these pro settings on this thing. I don't think it's gonna work. They're handbrake drift pro settings, but... you know, these are the settings I used to use on the Viper. They're Z4 Pro settings originally, so I really don't know if it's gonna do the trick. But hey, it could. So we're gonna be trying it. We're gonna be seeing if it works. And let's give this a gander, boys. Let's give this a gander. We're getting really close to the end of the... it's so pitch black. Okay. Is it Airport Terminal D, though? If it's Terminal D, I know exactly where to go. Wow, it is actually... like I can't see a thing. Okay, this thing doesn't have enough power. Okay, there we go. I might just have to normal drift for this one. Okay, that's not that bad. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. I'm not used to the car. I can't tell where the road is. I don't know if you guys can see clearer. Sometimes things are darker for me than they are for you. But, like, I can't see a thing here. I actually can't see a single thing. There we go. Not the worst. No, don't go that wide. No. Okay, good. This thing has low power until it doesn't. Until I'm right about to clot into a wall. We're getting very close to the end of this season. We've got 3 weeks left. This week, next week, and then the last week of the season. which for me, working-wise, that means, well, not really. What I meant was, which means for me, this season is this week, next week, and then finished. Because then, the last week is when I start filming for next episode. So, we're going to be looking forward to that. I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff, obviously, because, hey, it's a new episode, and I hope it's something good. I do hope it's something good. And, you know what? I'm just gonna try and finish this off. And hey, if you want to know how to drift specifically, and especially how to do this method, I've got a guide on that too, so that'll be down in the description. If you want a guide on how to drift, that is in the description. You can watch that. It's my second most viewed video. Very recently overtaken. And I wouldn't call that too bad at all. 783k? I mean, I definitely could have done better. I was definitely going a bit too fast through a lot of those turns. Where does that put us? That puts us 26th. I may actually sweat this summit. I'm pretty good. Oh, and now it's the last race. Okay, well, there's so many streetcars we have to use. There's 3 streetcars. I guess that makes sense, but I might have to not use boosted sets because I've got like 5 Nitro Chemist street sets, but I've only got 1 boosted Nitro Chem set, and I'm having to switch that around. Which, thank the Lord for the switch all equipped parts thing. What has my parts on it? What did we just use? Ah, this thing is what we just used. Okay, and there it is on the Diablo. Let's go. Now, if you didn't know, the Diablo is actually the... Well, it's a very good car. It's one of the best cars in Street. I think it's like top 10, I believe, which is obviously pretty good when there's so many cars in Street. Okay, let me try that again. Now, yes, I do have this thing Christmas customized. It's the Bad Santa bundle, which I believe was one of my first ever videos to be like the biggest video on the channel. It was one of my first like recent videos to hit 1,000 views, actually. You know, like I uploaded this and then it hit 1,000. I was like, whoa, that's kind of cool. It kind of marked the beginning of when my channel started popping off. Was Christmas of 2020. And then it really started kicking in around January of 2021. And then now here we are from what was like 200 subs or so to here, which yeah, I hit 200 subs the day this came out, to now where we are on like 26,000 or something, which is insane. Now this event is pretty simple. Okay, ow. Okay, I could see it from a mile away. That was disgusting. I hated that. And this is very slipstream bias as well. Okay, this isn't the best. Oh, this is impeccably slipstream. English. Oh, that was clean. Okay. I don't think we're gonna do something like that again, but it was clean for the one time, I suppose. There we go. And now it's 3 laps. 3 laps. Oh, this event is a lot better in Alpha GP. You know what? You know that this is slipstream bias. You know that the Diablo's okay. Make sure you put the wide body on the Diablo. And let's just skip to when I finish this race. Okay, and finally, here we are at the finish line in the Diablo. Not bad at all. But it was exhausting. It was a bad race. That was, honestly, this and the agency event, probably the 2 bad races of this summit. But hey, we still got them done, and that puts us at, currently speaking, where does that put us? Come on. That puts us at 67th, which I definitely think we could improve on. There's definitely a bit of improvement that can be done here, a lot of slipstream that can be done. But for now, that's going to be about it from me. Thank you so much for checking out the video. We got 1.35 million points, by the way, if you're wondering. Thank you to popular members. A special thank you to famous members. That's about it from me in a